I'm Boys and Felons, and welcome back to another ALS video. We have the summer update, finally, after they delayed it for like 50 fucking years. Got 3 new units, actually, from the unit banner. We got Asuna, Megumi, or whatever her name is. We got Nami, then we have an evolution from pretty much every single useful unit from the previous summer update. Which, as you can see, they returned there. We got new skins, a new currency, which is from the shop, new thing to evolve Sid, yada yada. There's a lot. Finally, here in a tier 5. I'm not gonna lie, I already did one just to try out how difficult this would be, and it doesn't seem hard at all, honestly. The boss can be a little tricky. Like, he definitely has a lot of health. So to macro this, I'm not sure how I would even go about it. But for now, I mean, pretty much Ichigo, once you place him and you do like his Kai release, and then I also place Yuta, because Yuta's pretty busted. Then I place Aizen because of his dead zone, and I pretty much just focus up on my farms after that. And then the one I actually end up upgrading is Ichigo, actually. Yeah, he's doing 1 billion every 4.4 seconds. Obviously, when he activates this ability, he gets to ramp up, which you'll see here. So yeah, 1.14 billion, and then he's doing some decent crit damage, and his SPA is pretty short. 122 range, obviously, because I have the crit range skill tree, and his placement right there is perfect enough to where it reaches the beginning of the portal, and then I think it reaches the end too. Almost the end. So if there's any leaks, you know, which chances are they won't, he can pretty much take care of it. In between these 3 units, you're gonna see they completely melt the boss. You already know, man. I'm gonna go ahead and macro the crap out of this and hope it works. If not, then I'm losing the tier 5 and I have to go all the way back from tier 1. So wish me luck, I guess. Okay, decided not to macro it at all because it would have been a pain, but we got the tier 6, so let's go ahead and see what's up. Oh, okay. The map's different, and I actually quite like it. It's nice and open, pretty decently detailed too. Wow, the Gilgamesh nuke should do it there. Boom, there we go. We get another tier 5, of course. But the important thing is we finally get the empty vessel. So defeat 100 bosses with at least 3 dark units equipped. Okay, interesting. Well, oh, so that's why. That's why they had you do the whole, like, what is it, the 3 dark unit quest. Okay, sure, we'll go ahead and do that quick.
Eventually.
Oh my god, finally. Oh, dude, look at this. This is the saddest part. I deleted every single shadow, by the way, that I got from the previous Halloween update. This is how many shadows I've gotten, and I just now got my first Nami. Thank God I can be done with this shit, man. Questioning it all, by the way. Yeah. Okay. Admittedly, I've gotten like maybe 2 before pity, but at least 3 of these were straight from pity. I have been doing this portal non-stop, and it's making me tweak out. Oh my god. Okay, let's go. I was just randomly rolling on Ichigo. I didn't have many rerolls left, but hey, we got glitched mystical Ichigo. We literally have the pinnacle of the boy. You love to see it. My GOAT MC. Oh, okay. That put me actually in a little bit of a better mood. So I want to actually go through these abyssal trials because I'm actually almost done. So let's go ahead and claim everything we can. So now we just need to evolve 4 of them for the units. I need to do a few missions for the team, and then I need to obtain 1,000 Dark Essence, and that should be it, actually. I guess I could work on these these team missions. So complete one dungeon and then reach wave 50 on any map, infinite. So that should be pretty easy here. Well, I'm pretty sure. So the only evil item I should need from here is, oh no, I need all of them. Okay, but I can actually buy almost all of them, so that's good. Let's go ahead and buy Asuna's. Then I need just a little bit more for Nami's, and then the mage staff for Megumi. Okay, cool. I figured that the AFK chamber actually does drop the pirate treasure, so I just left it there while I went to work and I came back. So we can now buy the mage staff there, and then I don't think I need to buy anything else. Yeah, this is for Sid's Evo. This is, yeah, okay. We should be good on that end. So now I believe I should be able to start evolving everyone. So let's go ahead and start with probably rolling stats, actually. Why don't we go ahead and actually start evolving everyone else? So let's go ahead and evolve Nami. So Nami should have everything here for her, except the nature essence. Okay, we can evolve her. Yep, we have her evo items. So boom, there we go. We got Nami weather. And yes, we have everything for our Asuna here. I love her model. She looks absolutely amazing. And yep, we have everything for Megumi here. So boom, there we go. Megumi explosive. Now we can actually evolve the older units. So I do have already Overlord on Urza, because she used to be really goated for the kaiju portals, if y'all remember that. She used to be really good for that. We can go ahead and evolve. I lied. Dude, I seriously need to farm some fucking caverns, dude, because this is actually getting unbearable. We can evolve our Dofi here. So boom, there we go. Finally we have our normal Doflamingo back. The absolute goat of this game, the boy Law. He used to be so busted, and I heard he's actually insane now too. So I am so after a very long time, I actually just finished getting everything for Sid, so we can actually go ahead and finally evolve him into his shadow atomic form. That actually took forever. I'm gonna go ahead and probably do these three first, simply because, well, because I can. No, I mean, it's because they're older. I would include Sid in here too, but I kind of want to leave him for last. Yeah, I'm this late, by the way. The Demon Slayer update is out, and it's probably a few days off from the next one, but it is what it is, bro. I don't care anymore. I can't keep up. Okay, let's go ahead and start with the boy Doflamingo. I actually have to place her back there. Whoops. So Doflamingo, he is a 1500 nature unit, also ground on placement. He does have 2 attacks. First one at upgrade 5 becomes a line. Then he becomes full AoE on his last attack, and then he gains a new ability at upgrade 12. So let's go ahead and first read his passive. So String Demon, upon entering his range, 15% chance to be marked with strings. Every attack has a 35% chance to mark enemies with strings. Every 20 strings applies Sunburn, stun enemies in range for 5 seconds with a 15-second cooldown. Slow enemies in range by 20% with a 15% for 15% after stun with a 30% cooldown per enemy. And then remove string mark from enemies in range. Then he has Birdcage for the next 100 enemies in range. Take 3 times damage every 10 seconds. They get slowed by 2%. For every 15 enemies that leave range before ability ends. Stun enemies in range for 15 seconds with a 40-second cooldown per enemy. And he also applies bleed. So I don't think there's a... Oh, that might have been actually the animation. I just missed it. No. Okay. There's no, you know, interesting animation or anything. So we're looking about 516 million. Just with Overlord, and obviously no enchants, no skill tree. I think the only person that has her skill tree right now is Urza, because I totally forgot about Law. Which I'm kind of upset about, but it is what it is. He sucks. Bro looks like shit. I'm not gonna lie. He looks like trash. I'm kind of disappointed in that. Let's go ahead and move on to Urza. So she gains a next attack at upgrade 5. I'm sorry, I have to do that before I die. Upgrade 5, and then she gains another attack at upgrade 10. She jumps from a circle to a slightly smaller circle, pretty sure. And then she has fairy armor as her last attack there. So she has looks like 4 passives. Okay. Dance of the Blades, every attack increase crit chance by 2% with a cap of 20. After she performs 10 attacks in base form, every 15 attacks rotate between 3 modes in order. Whirling Edge, Sword Barrage, and Steel Harmony. Okay, so Whirling Edge in this mode gain 10% damage, 25% range, 10% SPA. She also gains Mutilate, and when enemies enter 30% of her range, deal 50% more crit damage to them. This attack looks sick, by the way. That looks absolutely amazing. Sword Barrage in this mode gain 234% damage, 15% range, 70% SPA, and gain crippled. Every 10 attacks deal 3 times damage in range and apply weakened. And then Steel Harmony in this mode gain minus 45% damage, minus 32% SPA. Every attack gains 5% damage with a cap of 25. Once cap is reached, she gains 100% crit chance and crit damage. Okay, so there we go. That's her next mode here. So she should be gaining 5, 10, and then 20, and then 30. So now she should gain her crit chance. Let's see. And yep, there we go. 295% crit damage and 165 with the crit range skill tree. So she is dropping some numbers. I actually like how she looks. So let's activate the fairy armor. So boom, there we go. 265 million. Still doing some decent crit damage. Really low SPA too, 3 seconds. She seems pretty good. She seems pretty decent. I think she'll be doing some okay damage. I'm not gonna lie. Looks like she seems to be pretty decent. Early mid water unit. So that's actually pretty cool. I remember using her a while ago in the Kaiju stage for the portals, and she used to be absolutely busted. I am going to die. Hold up. Okay. Let's go ahead and move on to the boy Law. So Law, my goat, my king, he is a 2000 water unit. He has only one other attack, which is upgrade 5. He gains Boulder Storm, and then he also gains the room ability and new attack. Actually, I lied. Electric Knife. Okay, so Surgical Domain. Every 100 seconds, cause enemies enraged to walk backwards for 15 seconds. Okay, that's actually kind of busted already. Affected enemies are slowed by 15% for 15 seconds. After rewind, take 15% crit damage from him for 15 seconds. Okay, so 15 everywhere. Heart Snatch, every 8 attacks, apply Weaken, Bleed, and Blizzard on the following attack. What? Okay. Surgical Knife, every 5 consecutive hits on an enemy, perform slow on permanently slow enemy by 5% with a cap of 25. Drain 1% current HP. With a cap of 100 billion. And then upon activation, Room, teleport all enemies on the map to spawn. Drain 15% current HP with a cap of 1 trillion. Enemies slowed by 50% for 30 seconds, and enemies can only be hit with this ability 2 times. Yo, Law looks actually kind of stupid, I'm not gonna lie. Dude, Weaken, Bleed, and Blizzard. Oh my god, he is dropping some numbers, isn't he? I can't even see like the effects like actually take place, and he's making the boss walk backwards. This is actually insane. Wow. Okay, he is really good. All looks insane. Wow. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to the next batch of characters here. The next batch of characters, and holy shit. Why is she 20,000, bro? All right, let's go ahead and start with Nami here. So Nami is a 900 placement unit. She's also nature. She starts off with a circle, then gains a slightly bigger circle, and then a bigger circle, and then yeah, okay, we kind of get this whole point now. Weather Mastery. Upon entering Nami's range, apply one of the following effects depending on the enemy's element. So fire, soaked, nature, scorched, water, wind shear, light, despair, and dark, slow. Continues to activate every 20 seconds an enemy is in her range. And then living weather. Nami's thundercloud enhances her bolt damage, causing it to deal 1.6 times damage instead of 1.2. If more than 10 enemies in range, apply Blizzard and Plasma in range for 30 with a 30-second cooldown. Okay, so yeah, as you can see, she's applying Bolt right now. 235 million with 377 million Bolt damage. And then she also has Weather Shift. Upon activation for the next 30 seconds, deal 30% current damage every second. Bolt multiplier is increased by 2. And once 30 seconds end, apply Sunburn in range. Okay, so, and it's only a 200-second cooldown, so she seems pretty... Is she decent? I think she's decent. I think she'll be pretty decent addition to Nature, because I don't think Nature has too many crazy units right now. What I can think of is Maki, Yuno, Granola, Shisui actually, maybe Broly. I don't know. Not many good decent Nature units. Oh, I guess there's like the Immortal King too, so there's that. But she seems pretty solid. Let's go ahead and move on to Asuna here. So Asuna, she is a 2000 light unit, but she's hybrid on placement. She starts off with a circle, then gets a bigger one, and then a bigger one, and then she ends up with that. Okay. She has 2 passives, Blossom's Flurry. Every attack up to 11 attacks, increase crit damage by 2% with a cap of 22. Increase crit rate by 3 with a cap of 33. Increase range by 3 with a cap of 33. And then on the 11th attack, set crit chance to 100% for the next 3 attacks. And then she resets all buffs and restarts the circle. After 3 100 crit chance hits procced. Oh, okay. I had a stroke trying to read that. Lover's Blessing. If Kirito is in range, gain 25% range and grant Kirito release ability. I'm not trying to bring Kirito in here to find out what a release does, but she seems all right. Her damage is abysmally low. Oh my god, her damage is trash, bro. I can't speak. 117 million. That is god awful. What is she doing? I guess her crit damage. I mean, but it's not even all that. Like, look at that. It's... Yeah, she seems kind of whack, bro. I'm not gonna lie. No. She's all right, I guess. No, just kidding. She kind of buns. Megumi here, 20,000. Is she the most expensive placement unit in the entire game? 22 SPA. What the fuck? 54.3 million on placement. Already half of what Asuna is doing. That goes to show how useless she is. She's hybrid on placement. Okay. AoE, flat out AoE, 108 range with no skill tree, by the way. 1.76 billion damage every 52 seconds. Yo, what are they trying to cook here? Explosion. Due to immense power of explosion, Megumi is unable to attack like a regular unit and can only attack throughout abilities. Every 5 mini explosions deal 2 times current damage, increase range by 30% for 60 seconds. Okay, cooldown equal to this unit's SPA upon activation. Deal current damage, apply detonation, permanently increase range by 5% with a cap of 25, and after 5 uses, unlock very big explosion. Okay, so let's use that. Oh my god, alright. I guess I'll be back. You know, no, we're gonna move on to Sid while she gains her mini explosion there. Sid, okay, 2500 dark unit. He is doing 7.37 million on placement. He also has crit range skill tree, by the way. I figured I should let y'all know. He has a circle, then gains a slightly bigger circle. Oh, a line, actually. I lied. And then he becomes full AoE. You love to see it. 1.47 billion. He is expensive as hell, by the way. 1.2 million. So he has... Jesus Christ. Okay, he has what? 4 passives and 2 abilities. Atomic Pressure. Once enemies enter range, Shadow's range, take 2.5 of his current damage as tick damage every second until leaving range. Once enemies have been in range for the following durations, perform the following effects. 10 seconds, increase damage per tick to 5%. 20 seconds, inflict permanent despair. Who's running once a boss enters Shadow's range? Inflict better fear to all enemies. Deal 2 times damage in range. Gain 5% range until the boss dies with a cap of 25. And increase overdrive base chance to 5%. What? Okay, that, all right, sure. And then overdrive is gain the following buffs for the next 100 seconds: 75 damage, 50 range, 15 SPA, gains immunity. Okay. Limit breaker: every attack 0.1% chance to enter overdrive. Every wave pass gain 0.1% chance to enter overdrive with a cap of 1. Each time Shadow goes overdrive mode, gain 2.5% damage with a cap of 10. Gain 2.5% range with a cap of 10. Deadly Rain: every 10 attacks deal 2.5 times damage if this enemy is above 50% HP. 4 times damage if enemies are below 50% HP. Increase range by 10% for 15 seconds. If in overdrive, apply bleed on top of the other parts of this passive. Okay, I don't think he's gone into overdrive yet, but mini atomic. Upon activation, deal 1000 times damage, apply pressure and despair. Gain 30% range, 10% damage for 30 seconds. And then final atomic. Deal 2000 damage, apply plasma and poison off that multiplier, gain 35% damage, 50% range, and minus 15% SPA for 60 seconds, and he also time stops. Okay, like I said, I don't think he's gone into overdrive mode yet. I'm pretty sure he hasn't, but let's check back on Megumi here. So, very big explosion. Upon activation, deal 250 times damage. Okay, so straight up like a 500 billion nuke. Okay. Inflict detonation sunburn off that multiplier. Self-stun for 60 seconds. And after using 1 time, unlock final explosion. Oh my god, she has another one? Okay. Upon activation, deal 1000 damage. Okay, that's more like it. Inflict blaze and sunburn. Detonation for self-stun 100 seconds. Permanently increase damage by 50%. Permanently increase SPA by 35%. They're gonna give me a stroke with how much I have to read. Oh my god. This guy is just straight up not going into overdrive mode. So, mini atomic. Still plays a cutscene. You'll love to see it. Okay. So... yep, there we go. Boom. He obviously got the 10% damage. There we go. And then the final atomic. Is it the same animation? It sure is. I wouldn't expect anything less from ALS. Alright, cool. Yeah, 2 billion damage every 7 seconds. He is really expensive, to be fair. Well, he's definitely an infinite unit. There's no possible scenario you can have him in a progressive mode. Maybe like what is it, dungeon survival? Maybe, just maybe. But yeah, other than that, anything shorter, absolutely not. There's no chance you're gonna be able to see it. Final explosion, here we go. She's gonna gain 50% more damage. So boom, there we go. 2.65 billion. Which is every 70 seconds. Okay. Cool. This was the summer update. These units are really interesting. None of them are inherently bad, except I guess Asuna, low-key. She's kind of buns. But for sure, one of the most interesting characters they've ever dropped is her. Kind of reminds me of Irwin, but like, I guess an attack form instead of like a support form. Not bad, but I don't know. What is she? Yeah, detonation, I guess. Yeah, I guess she's okay. I mean, you definitely want to lower her SPA as much as possible. But yeah, that was the summer update. Overall, not too bad.